So if somebody is stuck in fear, how do we help people who have been so schooled that they're now in it used to be a 9 to 5, now it's an 8 to 6, 8 to 7, or a 24-hour grind because you've got to carry your smartphone so that the boss can get a hold of you at any time.
Yeah.
How do you say, I want to step out of this and create value, and I have to find something? I mean, for Dan, for yourself, it's making money, and now it's significance. For myself, it's raising the vibration of the planet, and I'm on fire, and I live a very, admittedly, unbalanced life like yourself because I am a creator.
Yeah.
How do we help people find that fire again?
It's the high income skill. And Michael, it's not the biggest challenge with what I do, the biggest challenge with anybody. Because I cannot create change within the system. I'm creating change outside of the system.
Right.
Right. And the system, the first of all, if you study history, where the school system came from, actually it came from the revolution, the industrial age, because the factories, they need workers.
Yeah.
And they don't have enough work. If you study actually history of education, that's where it came about, right? They want to be able to create a kind of like assembly line to create workers so they could work in factory jobs. That's what the whole system came about, right? So the school system, the society, they have done such a phenomenal job. Just think about. Here's their sales pitch. Let's think about this. Here's a sales pitch. Okay, you're gonna spend 4 years of your life, work very hard, and you're gonna get a piece of paper, and you're gonna get into debt. You don't have money. I'm gonna loan you money. You're gonna get into not $5,000, $10,000, probably $50,000, $100,000 in debt. Depends on what you study. And afterwards, you may not. No guarantee you're gonna get a job. By the way, no guarantee you're gonna do anything. But I'm gonna give you a piece of paper, and then you're on your own. And you're going to spend the next 5-10 years pay off the debt that you owe. Oh, yeah, sure. Sign me up. Right?
Dan, I'll give you one even better. You're going to take 18 to 23 years of your life, maybe longer, to learn something while going into debt that you may or may not do, but you will have traded away a quarter to a third of your life doing something you don't enjoy so that you can work for somebody to help them achieve their dreams rather than yours.
Yes. And they're like, okay, that makes sense. Sign me up. Oh, not only it makes it, the parents are saying, you do that. You must do that. Oh, but Dad, I don't want to do that. No. What do you mean? We sacrifice so much. You go to school. You get your degree. Better yet, you get the MBA. Even better, right? So here's a different scenario.
Yeah.
Let's say my online training. I take people through a 7-week program. Let's say I teach them high income skill. I teach them, let's say, closing on the phone. That's the skill that I teach my students, right? Students from all over the world. It's a 7-week program. It's $2,500. $2,500, 7 week, and I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of success stories. Hundreds. From like my youngest student, 14 years old.
Cool.
To the oldest, like 70 years old. From all walks of life, from 150 countries, right? Here's the thing. $100K in debt, normal. $2,500, 7-week course, it's a scam. Which one is a scam? But people have been so brainwashed by, no, that's the way to do it. Anything outside of that is not legit. It cannot be true. Just like they've been like brainwashed so much that they don't see any other way. That's the biggest challenge.
I'm so glad you brought that up because that doubles us all the way back to money is the root of all evil. I'm looking at Dan Lok. His program must be a scam. Look at him. He's trying to put on an act.
Yeah, it must be a scam. Like no way you can learn something with $2,500 and make money with it. There's no way. It's impossible. No way you can learn something for 7 weeks because it's supposed to be 4 years. There's no way you can like learn in 7 weeks and then get any kind of results. This year, the time this interview, September, I'm doing my huge event called Closest in Black, where like students from all over the world, they come, over 1,000 people, probably 1,500 people, they come. This year, Michael, we're giving away 230 awards. Students who have done 10K, 50K, 100K, six-figure earner, seven-figure earner, 230 awards. I could produce 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 awards. People would still be, no, that cannot be done. That's not a legitimate career. That's not a real career, right? No, 4 years in debt, college, that's the way to go. But you have people who are awake, really. It's like the Matrix, right? Who are awake, who are not plugged in the system. They'll be like, no, this is dumb. There's other way. It doesn't have to be me, by the way. You can learn from a lot of other people, right? But I'm saying that you can look for alternative education that actually can get you there faster without you getting into debt, right? Without a lot of these things that you have to go through. There are alternatives. That's my message. That's my main message, right? And when you understand that, you can choose. You can choose.
How important is it that we start to find that one thing that resonates with our heart?
You might not find it overnight. Might take you a little bit of time. Took me a long time. It might take you a bit of time. But if you want it bad enough, and you're willing to kind of go against but nowadays it's now working a little bit. You see it on news all the time. People know the whole university scandal, right? The whole college student, and then people talk about the student debt, and like people now they look at. I don't want to talk politics, but a lot of that awareness. People are more aware. No, like they like now they can see there's something wrong with this system here, right?
Yes.
People are now getting smarter. Like maybe that's not such a good idea. Now they don't know the solution yet, but they know it's like smoking, right? Before it was cool in the 80s, but now it's like, no, actually maybe it's not so good. Right? Now people are like, no, this kills you, right? I think it's that way at that awareness phase, and that I'm very happy to see that more people would find the gifts, the callings, but knowing that I think life is not about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. That you could create the life that you want. You might not find it overnight. I didn't find it overnight, but as you do more, take more action, it would appear. And then when you found it's like relationship. When you date, you don't know if this is the right person. This is going to be your soulmate. This is the person that you're going to spend the rest of life with. But when you find that person, you would know.
Yeah.
Right, Michael. When you find Jessica, you know.
Yeah. When you found Jetty, you knew. Yeah.
Yeah, you knew. You just like but you can't predict and say, oh, that's going to be that one, or he's going to be that one. She's going to be. But when you found the right person, then you know what? It's the same thing.
Are there daily habits that you're doing or that you would teach other people to do that those who are successful do, that those who aren't successful don't?
My ritual, my kind of morning ritual is very simple.
Yeah.
People talk about this, right? Morning ritual, what it is. I do very simple things in the morning. In the morning, I always start off with you can see on YouTube, the guided meditation, which is the attitude gratitude. I always start the day with that. Takes you 10, 12 minutes. In the morning, it's a piece of music, my own voice, guided meditation of what am I grateful for? Who am I grateful for to have in my life? I want to start the day with gratitude.
I had a fantastic money-making time with Dan Lok. To find out more about creating wealth and success in your life, click here, subscribe below.